magazine about sneakers. That's all we ever write about, and pretty much for the last 7 years I've been travelling around the world, writing about shoes, talking to people about shoes, trying them on, having a sniff every now and then. I love these old Goodfoots right here. And it's pretty fair to say that we love sneakers. I've been into sneakers probably, you know, like most kids I guess, since you can actually remember being interested in what you wore and how that presented you to the outside world. So growing up in Melbourne, really the only shoes that really were unique to this place are the Dunlop Volley. Very, very basic early herringbone sole tennis shoe. From there, really stepped it up to the KT26. Probably a little bit embarrassing to admit, but man, that had the kinetic traction sole with all those rubber lugs, and that seemed like the most high-tech thing in the world when that came out in the 70s. From there, you moved on, and I took up smoking at the age of 12. My first memories of Adidas were probably related to tennis. So Ivan Lendl, Stefan Edberg, Steffi Graf, model after model that seemed to, I don't know, just be kind of plain enough, but just have enough colour pop to sort of, you know, get the job done. Bringing that into the modern era where Originals is probably focused on just refreshing some of their key models, you know, over the years, just so that we can wear them kind of casually, then to me, they've kept that spirit though of what the company's about. They don't chase trends too much. They just stay on their sort of true path, and I think there's a lot to be admired about that. For the Sneaker Freaker shoe for this project, we decided to stick to probably what we know best, which is 80s and 90s running. You know, with the current market the way it is now, it's tempting to go with a Stan Smith or a Gazelle, you know, very simple, lo-fi type shoe. But I think to me the options to design a shoe work best in that sort of era when you had, for example, on the Goodfoot, you know, you had a lot of paneling, you had this amazing plastic heel, you had torsion. I think we did try and keep it as simple as possible. I really wanted to design a shoe that matched my Maharishi jacket, which I'm wearing right now. So we went with that sort of pale blue. Whilst it's flavour of the month at the moment to go lo-fi and sort of, you know, that very tailored look, I think we decided to really just hammer home our instinctive love of sort of 80s running. You know, it's funny watching what kids are into these days because although everyone likes to keep them, you know, really crispy and fresh, I used to kind of, I probably wouldn't wear them until I'd actually beaten them down to the point of looking like they were already 6 months old. So I used to tie them to the back of my bike, right up and down the driveway, and absolutely thrash them. I do all sorts of things to make them look like they were really worn out. One of the key things was that we only ever had 2 or 3 pairs for a whole year, and I think now, you know, kids don't really know how good they got it with having so many shoes out there in the marketplace. It really has been the most exciting time to be in sneakers.